to the big house, Michigan Stadium. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Michigan went through one of the most dramatic off-seasons we've ever seen in college football, but they have steadied the ship, hiring longtime head coach Kyle Whittingham, who is highly respected and highly thought of in this industry. Whittingham has brought some stability to that program. We'll see if he's able to get the same results on the field with a talented roster. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how... folds. The Wolverines kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So UCLA's offense will go on the attack first. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The transfer has it his first carry. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. They'll ride the hot hand. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Here's a heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing, Iamaleava. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. Punt is on its way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So Michigan's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Andrew Marsh. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday and just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Biletnikoff awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Oh, they're after him. Inside the 45. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the first down. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here's Underwood to throw. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage. Second down after that incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He's got the back in the middle. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's picked up 49 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Running inside. It's Knight. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Knight. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. And the Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Got a man. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Going to the run, it's Knight. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback in his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Makes a grab and room to run. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a man. It's Marsh. Open space at the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain. just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Sends it back in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Using his feet. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Big noise. Big house trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. He's got it. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Iamaleava to the air again. It's complete. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Unloads quickly. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Grab behind the line, it's Matthews. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Got his man in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. He did not hesitate. Going for it on 4th and short from the 49. Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Play fake, Underwood. With the catch, it's Marsh.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The run inside. It's Marshall. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Underwood. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that one's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Iamaleava got it behind the line. It's Matthews. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's got it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Makes a man miss. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The officials stop play as they come out to tend to this injured Bruin. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Oh, he makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Bruins have pushed it inside the 20. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 4th down, Iamaleava. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Throwing, Iamaleava. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Pressure coming. Finds us back in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. QB got it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood makes the grab. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt is in the air on fourth down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Finds a man on the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Buckeyes who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside the Big House. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity. The result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Underwood in the gun on third down. The throw. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Picks up the first down. Turning on the Jets. The 20. The 10. Touchdown Bruins. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they're able to make the tackle. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, second and long from the 11. Caught in the backfield. It's Marsh. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Throwing, Underwood. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Iamaleava on the play action. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Iamaleava. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. On the move, he fires. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Running inside, it's Marshall.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw it again. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Working the middle, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Delay to the back, it's Marshall. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books, now 1st and 10 from the 44. Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Marshall. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Marshall. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Pulls and fires complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Throwing, Iamaleava. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bruins send out the punt unit. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and look for room. Oh, what a cut! That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll send the back in motion. Good timing on the quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. On the run, it's Marshall. Pulled down for the tackle. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's Underwood to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on! Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a... And he's in! Touchdown, Wolverines! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeps it on the option. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Play fake, Iamaleava. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And here comes the offense on second down. Iamaleava gets it to the back. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Finds his man, and he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Knight. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Complete. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. After the completion, we see there is a man down and the clock will stop to check on him. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava takes the easy one to the back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They booted away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The run inside. It's Marshall. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. He'll keep it on second down. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Underwood. Got his man. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. After that last completion, it's second down. To throw, it's Underwood. Got his man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He's loose down the left side. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Knight. Touchdown, Bruins! They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go play action. Bryce Underwood working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Makes a connection. At the 45 on his way. Sprinting away. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd? Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Big Blue with the answer.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it on the run. Oh, the unthinkable has happened for this offense. They're into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the D. What a shift in momentum. What a big-time play. He just took matters into his own hands.
And what a mistake by the QB throwing the football. His receiver, obviously, they were on the same page at all. The defender steps in front, makes the big play. And then every kid's dream, right? You play defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the end zone.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Throwing, Imaliava. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. The Bruins call timeout. It's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Again, it's Iamaleava. Plucks it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Throwing right. It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And he's just going to spike it. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game. The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
And you got to feel great if you're this offense. You made so many plays in so many different ways to get this win.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously, not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.